Hello everyone, my name is Vishwa and thank you for joining me today. Presentation will focus on an important and growing issue in esports, which is mental health and wellness. I'll be looking specifically at Team Liquid, one of the most leading esports organization. We will examine the wellness initiatives they have introduced and the issues they are trying to solve, how effective their approach has been, and finally compare them with other major organizations in the industries. So, moving forward, Team Liquid was founded in the year 2000, a small aircraft community. Over time, it transformed into one of the biggest and the most respected esports organization in the world. Today, Team Liquid competes in variety of top esports titles, including the League of Legends, Dota 2, Counter-Strike, Rocket, professional players and staff worldwide. With headquarters in both the Netherlands and the United States, they are known not just for their competitive success, but also their professionalism, the setting standards in how an esports team should be managed. This is how this makes them a great example to study when we talk about the wellness and mental health in esports. So another thing is to support their players, Team Liquid has launched several unique initiatives. First, they partner with Phone Health Tech, a company that provides supplements and health solutions. This partnership focuses on nutrition, sleep quality, and mental focus, all of which all of which are critical for peak performance in the esports. Second, they introduced something called the Pro Lab. Built in collaboration with Alienware, the Pro Lab uses advanced technology and measure to train players' skills like attention, memory, reaction time, and even emotional regulation. This is a data-driven approach that's rare in esports, and it allows players to improve their healthier and more sustainable way. Finally, the Team Liquid's coaching philosophy emphasis on mental health. The League of Legends coach Spawn has spoken that players' mental health is at the forefront of his work every single day, and that he views players as the people first and competitors second. This shows that wellness is a part of team culture, not just an add-on. So, what are the problems these initiatives are trying to solve? First, there is burnout, which happens when players train for very long hours, often without enough rest, while also traveling constantly for tournaments. Secondly, their performance anxiety and stress. Esports players face pressure not just in their own team, but also from friends, from sponsors, and the global stage they perform on. Third, we see cognitive fatigue. Playing video games compete competitively for long hours requires sharp focus, multitasking, and very fast reaction. With proper balance, performance can decline quickly. And finally, the physical strain is also an issue and one of the major issues as well. And esports athletes often sit for very long periods, so don't always get proper sleep or may have poor nutrition, which negatively impacts both on their health and performance. Team Liquid's wellness initiative aim to address all of these interconnected issues. Next, what's here? So when we evaluate the Team Liquid's wellness strategy, there are clear strengths and some areas for improvement. One of the positive side is Team Liquid takes a holistic approach. They don't just look at the gameplay, but also nutrition, sleep, mental focus, emotional well-being. The Pro Lab is a great example of the innovation, bringing science and the data to the training. Their coaching philosophy, which reinforces the idea that mental health matters just as much as the competitive results. However, there are still limitations. For instance, it's always clear whether every player has regular access to the licensed mental health professionals, such as psychologists. Another concern is sustainability. These wellness programs consistent year round or only active during the key tournaments. Cultural stigma is also a challenge. Even if resources are available, not every single player may feel comfortable admitting they are struggling. And finally, the team Liquid doesn't publish clear metrics showing whether this initiative reduced burnout or improved wellness in measurable ways. So, while their progress is impressive, more transparency and consistency would strengthen their efforts. Okay. To put all this in perspective, let's compare Team Liquid with other top esports organizations. For example, Cloud9. Cloud9 has partnership with the Kaiser Permanente, a healthcare provider, to run the Presence of Mind campaign. This program focuses raising awareness about the mental health, reducing stigma, and offering training for players and staff. Their approach is more about education and building an open culture. Meanwhile, Fnatic is has established a high performance unit which includes specialists in fitness, nutrition, sleep science, and psychology as well. Their system is very lifestyle focused, aiming to help players to maintain balance over the long period. So, if we compare Team Liquid, emphasis on science and measurements, Cloud9 focuses on awareness and education, Tech works on holistic lifestyle optimization. Each approach is valuable. Together, they show how esports organizations are experimenting with different methods and protect their players' health. Another thing, to conclude, the Team Liquid is clearly the one of the leaders addressing mental health and wellness in esports. Their partnership, use of technology, and players' coaching philosophy demonstrate a strong commitment to keeping athletes healthy and sustainable. At the same time, there are still areas to improve, such as ensuring access to mental health professionals, reducing stigma, and making wellness programs long term and measurable. Across this industry, we can see the progress with organizations like Team Liquid, Cloud9, Fnatic, and showing different but valuable approaches. However, the industry as a whole is still at the beginning of this journey. For esports to truly support its players' mental health and wellness must become a core part teams to operate just like practice, strategy, competition. Thank you very much and hope you liked it. See you tomorrow. These are the references if you do need to know more. So, thank you very much. Have a good night.